Okay, here we go. Well, everyone, I think it's time for a little Las Vegas magic. Our next presenter has captivated audience around the world by doing the impossible, by combining hand magic and illusions with other acts. He has taken a childhood love for magic and creative lives, interactive events that more close resemble Hollywood blockbusters rather than traditional Hollywood magic shows. He could be found performing selected dates in some of the Las Vegas Strip best productions and entertainment of some of today's hottest stars. When not on his own U.S. tour, his performance will be sure to leave you speechless. Would you please welcome John Rotellini?
Rob. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Las Vegas. We are thrilled to have you. Some of you came about as far as I did, a lovely 20-minute drive from Henderson. And as you heard from Rob, by the way, one more big round of applause for Rob. Thank you for a killer introduction. So, as you heard, I love doing impossible things, or at least figuring out ways to try to seem to do impossible things. Now, normally that falls in my career as a magician, and magicians learn all sorts of cool ways to try and fool audiences. Well, when I was getting asked to kind of come up with some magic for today, I sent a big list to the team that put all of this together, that are working really hard both in front of the cameras and behind them. And they searched through everything, and they came back to me and said, we've got a challenge for you that is part magic, but also involves my love for learning kind of weird skills. But before I elaborate further on that, I do need to get some help from the audience. Yes, that's right, this is our participatory exercise, as everyone stops making eye contact right about now. No, actually, once in a while, I get to take volunteers. Today, I get to voluntel because someone got voluntold that they might be participating, but they may not know. So, I need Scott White and our very own Police Chief LaMunyon to join me on stage, please. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, gentlemen. The slow walk of fear. How are we doing?
How are you?
I take it you're Scott?
I am Scott.
I'm John. Chief LaMunyon?
We're normally armed.
I know. It's going to be even more funny that you say that in just a moment. Chief, I'm going to have you stand right next to this chair on the left side. Scott, I'll have you stand on the right side for me. If you have anything in your pockets, I'll have you please empty that on the chair now. This is called taking inventory. No, so I sent out a list of magic. And I mentioned that I love learning weird skills. A few years ago, I learned how to pick locks to get out of handcuffs. I thought that was like a real superpower. And then I learned about pickpocketing. By show of hands, folks, who here doesn't know about pickpocketing? Let's see. Nobody. Awesome. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of a demonstration on how pickpocketing works. And thankfully, there's enough law enforcement in here to make sure that pickpocketing is not a problem. And there is a little bit of irony that of all things I could do in front of a group of 1,200 law enforcement professionals, pickpocketing is what was selected. Thankfully, you're not armed. That's important for me to know. I've got a few things that I'm going to try and steal from you, Chief. And Scott, to make yourself a little more comfortable, you're welcome to take a seat for this part. I won't need you just yet.
Okay.
Chief, I've got my travel wallet here. Not a lot in it, but I happen to have a $2 bill. It's a little good luck from my grandmother before she passed. I take it with me everywhere I go. I have my passport, and I have some cards. In this case, Caesars' Total Rewards Diamond and Gold cards. If you don't have one, you can go get one in the casino. Hail Caesar. No, I'm going to try and take some things from you and demonstrate how pickpockets work for those of you that may be a little foggy. So, Chief, if I were to ask you what you would like to steal if you were a pickpocket, which you're not yet. I'm going to teach. Would you steal the cards, the passport, or my lucky $2 bill?
The cards.
The cards. You know, that's what most people select, but believe it or not, the cards I could just call and say, hey, my cards are stolen. They deactivate them. They get me new ones. Riders are in no time flat here at Bally's. The $2 bill, it's $2. I'm not out much. The passport, though, on the black market, I hear, is worth a lot of money. So, in order to do this, I need to exploit some different vulnerabilities that you may have. I see you've got a jacket on. Do you have unbuttonable back pockets?
Yes.
Can I have you unbutton your back pockets for me? And I'm going to do this the TSA way, if you don't mind. I'm going to make sure this fits using the back of my hand. I get this done like once a week, so I've been taking notes in the airport, and finally I just started going, okay, good to know. So I'm going to make sure this fits back here. You have a preference on right or left pocket? We'll try the right one. And it is going to fit. Thank you for unbuttoning that. I'm going to pop that right back there, just like that, leaving the tail out to make my life a little easier. Now, pickpockets work by exploiting your spotlight, your attention. Your attention's an awful lot like a flashlight, a big spotlight. Wherever it goes, you go. But a lot of times, if I can keep you busy in the spotlight by maybe complimenting you on your pin, checking your pocket here, I could try and steal something from back here. So the way it works is you take two fingers just like this, okay? Two fingers, never the thumb. People feel the thumb, Chief. And you just go into the back and you can reach in and take something, in this case, the $2 bill. Now that wasn't a terribly impressive pull. You may have felt that because, well, people feel the thumb. You always go with the tweezers. Did you feel anything?
Nope.
All right, I'll have you hold my lucky $2 bill. I'm going to take that wallet out of your pocket. Now, there are a few other things. The next hardest kind of pull to get off of someone, it's a crime of opportunity. If you see someone's wallet sticking out, you might be able to grab it. It's called a bump. A little harder to do because it happens quickly. Chief, are you familiar with what a bump is?
I think so.
Okay. As the name implies,
I'm going to know in a minute.
we're going to bump into each other. There's a passport right here. I'm going to try and steal it from you. To make it a little harder, I'm going to set this $2 bill right here. You're going to hold the wallet just like this. Okay? Perfect. Now, bear in mind, Chief, I'm about 143 pounds soaking wet. Don't hit me like an NFL lineman. I will go over 6 states. Airmail. Now, also, this isn't the NBA. We are going to make contact in a minute. We are going to bump our left shoulders together. Don't take this like an NBA power forward. Otherwise, you too might own Bally's Las Vegas. All right, so we're going to take a little step forward, just like this. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You're going to face me, and we are going to get a good, solid walk. We are going to bump into each other. It's going to be kind of quick, okay? Make sure you make contact. Hold it nice and tight, just like that. When you are ready, feel free to start. Oh, perfect. Can I have you hold that? Yeah, I know. I heard audience members saying, what? Well, that's the passport, right? Did you feel that at all?
I think you had 2 of them.
Now, Chief.
I didn't feel a thing. I didn't feel a thing.
Awesome. I felt a little bit of my shoulder getting dislocated. You played sports. Don't want to make you mad. No, here's what we'll do, Chief. So when I got asked to pickpocket people, obviously there's a lot of folks that have a far bigger background in detecting pickpockets and preventing it than I do in this room. So I had to combine my love of magic with my love for weird pseudo-superpowers like pickpocketing. I developed something called Quickpocketing, and I would like to teach it to you, all right? In the meantime, I'm going to set this right here. I have a deck of cards here. I'm not allowed to gamble on the floor, not because I'm good, not because I cheat, but because I know how to. Scott, this is where you come in. They're all different. They might even still be in order. I'm going to have you take any one you like. Now, often if a magician asks you to do that, they don't give you the chance to change your mind. Go ahead. Do you want to keep it or change your mind? It's okay if we all see it. Keep it. Show the camera that's right there. Chief, you can take a look as well. Perfect. I've got a Sharpie marker here. I want you to write your name on the not blue side. And it's okay if I see it. I've seen the trick before. All right, nice big letters in scribblature, cursive, block letters, whatever you feel like. Excellent. Thank you. I'm going to take the card first. You can hold on to the marker. Thank you very much indeed. Ooh, the 9 of clubs with your scribblature. Awesome. We're going to take this card. I'm going to fold it in halvesies. That is a technical term. In halvesies, just like this. And it's going to go inside of the front of this wallet. Keeping this nice and fair, Chief, you are hawk-eyeing over my left shoulder to make sure that everything's on the up and up. We'll close the wallet. I'm going to have you sit on the wallet, Scott. Perfect. Now, Chief, I'm going to take the next card. You can be a mind reader here. You got a 50-50 shot. Is it going to be a red card or a black card?
It'll be a red card.
It's a red card. Not bad, Chief. Not bad. You might have a new duo. Watch out, Penn and Teller. Can I steal that marker from you? I'm going to write my name. Actually, my name's like 6 blocks long. Rotellini, well, a lovely last name. Not the easiest to pen. Draw my scribblature. Now, Chief, we have the ace of hearts here with my scribblature. Quickpocketing is pickpocketing someone so quickly you don't see it happen. I'm going to teach this to you. You're going to leave with a new trick, a new skill that you can use in the office, making sure people get their work done even faster. Scott, you're going to tell me if you feel anything in just a minute. We have my card here, the ace of hearts with your name. In that wallet is your card with your name.
Correct.
1, 2. See it?
No, I did not.
Doesn't look like much. Chief, will you open that and show the camera? Scott, I'm going to have you stand up for me. I'm going to steal that wallet. Now, that's kind of cool, but if I've got yours, whose is that one?
I have no doubt it's going to be yours.
Let's take a peek. Survey says, show the camera. Ding, 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 ding. That's pretty darn cool. All right, you can hold on to those, gentlemen. Put them in your right pants pocket, just like this. Chief?
Front.
Yep. You ready to learn how to quick pocket?
Yeah.
All right. We have 2 cards here. Scott, you are going to be my victim for a moment. Actually, you're going to be the Chief's victim. I've got the diamond card and the gold card, all right? Now, in a moment, you are going to steal these from Scott, okay? Scott, I want you to sit down on that wallet. Now, you would know, obviously, Scott, if the Chief came over and were to try and steal something, right?
I'll give it to him.
Right. Oh, you'd give it to him. All right. Here's what you're going to do, Chief. You are going to close your eyes in a moment. You don't actually have to do this, but I need you to do it in your imagination. Really play along with me here, otherwise this is totally not going to work.
Okay.
So, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Hold it. Don't worry, I got time. No, let it out, let it out. Imagine in a moment, Chief, that you are able to slow down time, almost like you've got the TV remote, you're going to hit the pause button. I'll tell you when. Folks, should we give them some music to do this with? Yeah? I know there's 10,000 folks out here and millions at home watching on TV. I'm going to set the mood. I'm going to make this nice and relaxed. Gentlemen in the back, can you give me a little bit of quick pocketing music? Perfect. Close your eyes, Chief. Take a deep breath in and imagine walking across the stage. You point to the audience, you give them a big thumbs up. You reach underneath Scott, taking out the gold card, switching it into your right hand before putting it in your right back pocket. Now, no one caught you, Chief, so you're going to walk back over very slowly. Reaching under Scott, you're going to steal the diamond card. Close your eyes for me and imagine that now. Really imagine reaching under Scott, and you're getting that diamond card. You put it in your dominant hand. Perfect. Switching it into your right back pants pocket. Perfect. Now, Chief, tell me when you've done that. Awesome. Folks in the back, you can cut the music. I think the Chief might have worked a little quicker than most people here. Scott, $1 million question. Did you feel anything?
No, I did not.
For once, that is a good sign. See, that means you probably didn't use your thumb, because people feel the thumb. You probably went with the tweezer method like I showed you. You did a great job.
Just like you told me.
Scott, stand up for me. We've got a wallet here. We had a gold card and a platinum card. Currently, we have nothing. Jinkies, Scoob. Hey, Chief. Where'd they go? Let's recap, Scott. Went across the stage, took out, put it in your right back pocket. What you got? That'd be a gold card and a diamond card. That is a perfect match, and it looks like you might be an ace quick pocket. Folks, give it up for Scott White.
Thank you.
And our fearless leader.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to take my $2 bill. Make sure you take all of your things. And while they're grabbing their stuff, folks,
You can have that back.
thank you. While they're grabbing their stuff, I want to thank you so much, not only for what you do for Special Olympics, but for what you do in your communities to keep all of us safe. Chief, you're probably looking for a few things.
In fact, I'm not leaving until I get them.
Here's a 20. There's a room key. And I think that's everything.
Oh, no.
Fine. I will not take your Kansas State ID. You might need that to fly back home, because there's no place like home in Kansas.
That's right.
Well, folks, thank you again for everything. Special Olympics and what you all do is real magic, so enjoy the rest of the conference. Give it up one last time for my brave volunteers. God bless and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you for the time.